Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to show you guys how I achieve this V-part braided ponytail. So we're going to start off by sectioning off our hair. So we're going to do ear from ear. So we're going to just do ear from ear parting and put the front away and just pull the back, and that'll be our first section. And then for the V part, you just do literally a V shape, just diagonal, and get it as straight as you can. I was struggling to get it straight and even, but I made it work. So yeah, and then you'll just have 3 sections in the front and then 1 in the back. Okay, so here are the 4 sections, 3 on top, 1 in the back. The parts don't need to be straight for the for the back section, but try to aim for it to be straight in the front. So I'm just going to take out the edges in the back of my hair because I don't want that in my ponytail. And then we're just going to get started with molding it down. So I'm using my Sheen Bomb wax stick. All my products will be linked down below in the description box. I'm just going to do this to mold my hair. I tried to stay away from gel because I did not want my hair to revert back to its natural state since I am natural. And I'm going to go over the wax stick with the hot comb. I don't have the hot comb on a very high setting. I have it on a low setting just so it can help the wax stick kind of melt and give that little shine to my hair. And then we're just going to mold this section down in the back. And then I'm also going to use my Fantasia Spritz and my Got2Be Spray. This is again just helping for the molding process. Try to stay away from gels, especially if you're natural, because your hair will most likely try to revert back once you put a gel on it. So after I do the hairspray, I comb it or brush it, and then I'll go over it with the blow dryer. And this is how you get to mold your ponytail without using gel, and it'll stay firm and it'll stay in place. So when you're done molding the back, you could just pull it back with the hair tie, and then we're just going to move on to one of the first sections in the front. And I'm going to go on with the same process, just do a little bit of the wax stick, go over it with the hot comb, and put out my edges. I am going to do little extra edges today, little fluffy edges. This part's optional. I know everyone doesn't like edges like this, but to each its own. Okay, so I'm going to section those out of the way and then get back to pressing it out. Again, the hot comb is not on a very high setting, so all you natural hair heat damage experts, please do not come for me. So yeah, and then I'm just literally repeating the process all throughout the hair with the wax stick and then the 2 hairsprays. And then just make sure after you put the hairspray on that you blow dry it, because that will make it mold and stay. So after you're done molding both of the sides, then you could just take out the hair tie that you put in the back and join all of those sections together, and just make sure that it's all smooth how you like it. So the last section, we're just gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it going back. So I have thick hair, so I had to do this in smaller sections, and just to make sure it could be as flat as possible. My roots were reverting back to curly, so I was really getting my roots with that hot comb to get it as straight as possible. But again, it wasn't on a high heat, so yeah. And then just section by section, take the wax stick, hot comb, Fantasia Spritz, Got2Be Spray, blow dry. And I'm not going heavy-handed with the products at all. I'm using very minimal products just for the hold. So yeah. So when you get to the front of this section, we're just gonna make sure it's all slicked back, and we're gonna get an extra hair tie and add it to the ponytail. I'm not gonna take out the ponytail again to add this into it, because I don't think it would be as slick as possible. So that's why I'm just gonna get an extra hair tie and just add it to the ponytail already. And yeah. So for the braiding hair, I'm gonna take one bundle. I got a pack with 4 bundles, so I'm just gonna take one of them and take the rubber band that's on it, and I'm gonna put it half up, half down, and then take the rubber band that's on it and join the bottom half of the braiding hair with my ponytail, if that makes sense. That was kind of hard to explain, but I hope you guys could clearly see how I did that. And then that's just how I joined the braiding hair with my ponytail. And then I'll be taking a small section from the braiding hair and putting it aside, so when I'm done with the braid, I'll have something to wrap and conceal the rubber band with. And then here's the easy part, and that's just braiding it. It can be a little difficult to braid it, especially if you want to add hair in like me, but you know, it's really simple. So we're just going to start braiding it, and then this is where your personal preferences come in. So if you don't want a really long braid, then you don't have to worry about feeding in any hair. You could just braid it all the way down. But I wanted to get a longer braid, and I wanted the braid to have a consistent density all throughout, so I started feeding in small sections of hair just to make the braid longer and to keep the same density. So this is how people get super long braids and super thick braids, all from root to tip, and it's just feeding in the hair on one side of the braid. Okay, so I'm not braiding it all the way down. I'm gonna leave a little bit, and I'm just gonna end it with the rubber band, and I'm gonna take my flexi rod and curl it later in the. But now for the extra piece that we set aside earlier, just spray a little Got2Be Spray on it and literally wrap it around the rubber band, and this hides the rubber band. And since you're using Got2Be Spray, it's good to use a blow dryer on cool to medium heat, just so the hair can stay in place and won't unravel. And here's how she's looking. And yeah, now I'm just gonna go in and curl my edges again on a low heat. And you know, again, this is optional. Everyone doesn't like this, but I wanted some fluffy edges. So if you want the fluffy edges look, this is how you do it. And I just got a little bit of my edge booster, edge control, and I just put a very tiny amount on it. And that's like the key to keep your edges looking kind of fluffy, is to not use a lot of product on them. So I literally just put it on the root and combed it and messed around with it until I got it to look how I wanted it to look. Now that I'm done with my edges, I'm just going to take my silk scarf and just tie it so it can sit, and then I'm going to go in with my flexi rod and curl these ends, and I'm going to dip them in hot water. I didn't dip the whole entire braid, but some of the braid got wet, and it's whatever. You don't really need to dip your braid if you don't want to. took it out and just gave me a nice little curl. And then I'll just go in and put some mousse on it. Again, this is optional. And then yeah, so this is really the style. All there is to the style. I'll also be taking my Sheen spray and doing this just so it could look a little extra shiny and just put together. This is just the finishing touches. And yes, this is how she's looking. Very cute. I really like this braid. I got a lot of compliments on this hairstyle. It's a really simple and easy and cute hairstyle. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.